Alright, so who remembers what happened last time to our wonderful snail friends and those horrible miscreants that abandoned them in the astral sea?
Okay, let's see. Well, we all got sucked through a portal, and then some weird blue bandits found us. It's the only thing I can remember them as. And they held us hostage. Something, something, something. A deal was made. That deal was never realized. uh, because the crab awoke it first. And then Kylane and a bunch of snails were seen on a boat rowing by the miscreants for a moment before they pop back into normal existence. And that's about all I remember.
Does Snuffle remember anything from those fateful days?
Being one of the earlier hostages, we watched some of our brethren get eaten because we were the first food source to enter the blue in a long time, or the astral. That's about it. Yep, Ross covered most of what we remember.
It wasn't a lot. You were essentially just paid a small snail handful of gold each to essentially help waylay the effects of a magical trap. You just had to reach in and grab some bags before they reached the smooth, velvety lining, let's say, of the chest they were suspended in. There was a lot of snails. There was a lot of strangers. And nobody could grab every damn sack. And then you all got warped here, essentially.
And with like 60 rolls, we still couldn't get a 20.
It was a lot. It was a
Yep.
lot of rolls. At least
It was
40.
kind of ridiculous. Yep.
So, do you still have your handful of gold? And if so, why? Because it has no value here. That's something you can ask yourselves. I'm not going to put you on the spot. You know, fuck it, I will put you on the spot. Bradley Coop.
So I got my gold?
How much gold were you paid to take that? To basically get sucked into the astral sea?
If
Do you
I
remember?
remember, it was like something like we got 20 snails and we paid 100 gold for it. So it was like 5 gold a snail.
Yeah, it was like a handful, a fistful of gold coins.
Yeah. But a snail-sized fistful, so 5 sounds about right for me. And do I still have them?
Yeah, did you keep it? It has no
Oh,
value here in Shipgrade Reef, but did you keep it for any reason?
let's check my pockets. Let's make a dexterity save. Yeah, I still have them.
But you kept them for
Stuck
no
with me.
reason, you just happened to have them.
I mean, they're gold and shiny, and I like sparkly stuff.
No, I get it. I get it. What about you, Marlene? You were paid 5 gold coins. And now your life has been upended for months and months. Did you keep the gold?
Yes. Because once we get back, I know that's gonna burn a hole in my pocket, and I'm gonna have use for it then.
So this is all kind of still business as usual for Marley.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is just an inconvenience. A really long, annoying inconvenience.
Alright, it's already burning a hole in your pocket even as we speak. Snaffle, my large, eye-stalked friend. We don't question your heritage.
I'm adopted. It's okay.
The Stell Shell says otherwise.
Or
Did you got
same moms, different dads. There you go.
now? Did you keep your 5 pieces of gold?
I did indeed, and they are decorating my shell.
Okay, so you kept them as just like
An heirloom type thing.
okay. Well then, everybody go and give yourself heroic inspiration. So, it's been months since the great crabquake sprung new life into Shipgrave Reef. Half of the isle was destroyed when the great crab ripped itself up before climbing its way across the Star Sea into the celestial gate that no one had knew was there. That trail of destruction has been slow to heal. But the violence of the waves caused by that crab kaiju brought in new resources to Shipgrave Reef in, well, the form of shipwrecks. Rough seas mean rough waters, obviously, means more busted ships. So it's a blessing and a curse. More people, more resources, and then those resources drop, and those people get hungry. And it's through this cycle that you find yourself in the midst of. The survivors of the crabquake have formed a small town built in the hulls of those shipwrecked ships, all lashed together and wedged between two cliff faces so the tide can't sail it back out to sea or drag it underneath the starry waves. This is where you lived. And this is where Kalain, your glorious self-appointed leader, began to dig his claws into the political underbelly and the goings-on of that place. He sought to rule it. And for whatever reason, you supported him. Now, you don't have to come up with that reason right now. But for this story, we are going to say that for whatever reason, you did support him in this. Now, naturally, Kalain being Kalain, well, you've known that kitten longer than those poor sods who brought you into the Astral Sea, so you know that there's just something about that Tressum, that beautifully winged cat, that every time he has a bag, he is destined to fumble it. Because instead of taking over this mass of broken ships that have just been tongue-in-cheek called Pirate Town because it has no official name, and that one seems to be the one sticking for the moment. Well, instead of taking it over, Kalain, you, and a few of the surviving snails have been ousted from your rightful place in safety and shelter of those broken ships, and are now sitting in a nearby ocean cave, cold and damp. The air smells of salt and wet cat. There's a flat rock in the middle of which a fire is burning, sending long, distorted shadows throughout this sea cave. So, with the flickering light, the smell of salt, and the distant drumming of waves on the cliffs, what is Bradley Coop doing as they sit around a fire waiting for Kalain to return?
He'll be playing with just like light flickering between his fingers. Like, ah, man, this sucks. How'd this happen like this? We put our trust in that mangy cat. I thought it was cool. And he'll get up and wander over to the front of the cave and just like look out. Be like, damn, I wish I had had something right now.
As you look out, the twilight sky doing its best to illuminate you, what do we find you wearing in these troubled times? What have you managed to scrounge together?
Well, his old his old clothes, a lot of tie dye. His shell probably still tie dye, but it's all kind of worn and faded. He's got like patches over his clothes that are just like grungy old, I don't know, things that he can recover from the ship. Like, I'm pretty sure one of the patches is actually just wood.
Just a wood plank, like, hammered into place.
Yep.
No trespassing written across it.
Right? It's just kind of like digging through his pockets, ambling. He knows there's nothing in there other than his 5 gold coins, but he wishes he could have a certain variety smoke right about now.
Apparently, I have to put drugs from the sprawl into this game as well.
They're back.
Listen, the drugs were great. Drugs?
Drugs and smokes.
So, as Coop... God, I'm just going to want to call you Coop, not Brad. I don't know why. As Brad stares out into the stormy moonlight seas. Marlene, you're also sitting around that fire. Damp, cold, salt already beginning to crust uncomfortably on the edges of your shell. What are you doing to pass the time as you wait for Kalane's return?
Well, first off, I can't have salt on the end of my shell. That's just gonna hurt later. So I've got my mage hand out, and I'm doing a little bit of shell maintenance with that.
Like a mage hand with like a washcloth, just like, none of this, none of that.
Yep. But she looks very annoyed.
Sitting by the fire, cleaning herself, looking annoyed.
Yep.
I guess that is my bad. I should have asked for your snail nouns. Look, I tried for the pun. Okay, I tried.
It was pretty good.
And what about Snaffle? What is Snaffle doing?
Snaffle of all things would be trying to make like a little like kelp garden to help kind of keep his mind at ease, trying to raise whatever type of foliage he can find. So he's got 2 raised little beds.
You're cultivating these loving beds of kelp. You've got 2. You'll need at least 1 more, so you're still kind of going about it. As thunder breaks in the distance, it's a gentle rolling thunder from a great distance. It's not violent or nearby. But as that sort of thunderous purr rolls over you, you hear the flapping of wings. As something furry, wet, and very, very excited looking flies down and plops next to the fire with such violence that you almost think the creature hurt itself. Oh, it's positively dreadful out there. There's so much water, it's the worst. Shaking himself. He's just shaking the water off.
Yeah, man.
Kalane has entered the scene.
Watch where you shake that thing. You're getting on my sparkle.
And you're gonna put out the fire if you keep that up.
Yeah, I can light another one. It's no trouble.
Kalane, like, looks almost wounded at Marlene's, like, snap. But turns, like, the big sparkly kitty eyes to Brad. See, Bradley will cover it. He's got everything under control. Don't you, Brad?
Thanks, man.
You're the best, Brad.
Yeah.
That's why you're my right-hand snail. You're the best, Brad.
I am the best.
I've got important
man,
news.
Love this cat.
I love you too, Brad.
I roll my eye stalks.
They're both just doing like corkscrews in opposite directions. It's like, no. So instead of the eye, it's just the whole stalk rolling.
Yep.
Exactly.
Clayne looks around. I've got wonderful news, guys. Come closer to the fire. We absolutely must discuss this. I have a plan on how to get out of here. He looks so
Oh, thank Mama.
pleased with himself at the thought of that. Like his nose is up, his eyes are closed. He's kind of dancing on his little paws.
Well, I'll be.
What's the plan, man?
All right. Well, as you can see, there's a storm outside, and as I was scouting around... For some reason, hold on a second. This isn't the right freaking voice. I keep killing my throat. Give me a second. Sorry, my cat is meowing at me. Well, you must understand. The storm means shipwrecks, and as I was scouting, I think I found one. A shipwreck on an island south of here. We need to go collect it before the guys in Pirate Town do.
So you found us a boat?
No, we have a boat. Remember, how do you think we got to this island?
You know what I mean, a bigger boat.
No, I don't think we do. It was a pretty bad shipwreck. I think it's pretty much screwed.
But there's loot.
There is supplies. We have a boat.
Oh.
If we can get supplies, well, we'll be able to eat while we escape, and we won't starve to death in the open star sea. Oh, and that sounds like a plan to me. What about you, my snaily-do friends?
Yeah, I'm hungry. But how does it get us, like, out of here?
Well, you see, with the ship plus the supplies, the only thing we need to do after that is break through the surf that surrounds this place. He's
I'm
like,
sure your brilliance can manage it. Yeah.
All right, when do you want to go?
he kind of like rolls his cat eyes. I wasn't done basking in the greatness of my plan.
Well, the more you bask, the more likely it is Pirate Town's gonna get to the goods before we do.
Correct.
No, that's a wonderful thing to point out, Marlene. I knew there was a reason you were my right-hand snail.
Uh-huh.
Wait, what? Oh, I'm left hand, right. Right? Left. Right.
Right,
Yeah.
yes. Right, Brad. Well, the way we break the surf, as you see... He kind of motions for you to get closer.
Shuffle and lean in.
Snail in closer.
Yep.
Snailing closer, yes. Well, you have to understand, Captain Reef has the wave cleaver. I'm going to give you a little bit of lore here. Captain Reef is the captain who Clayne clashed up against and lost. Captain Reef is the reason you're all sitting in this cave wiping salty crust off your shells. Probably wants to kill you, but she does have a pretty badass scimitar she called Wave Cleaver. And for some reason this cat this cat thinks it's pretty cool and that he needs it.
I mean, if that can get us through the surf because it cleaves the waves.
Exactly, my good man. Exactly. That's why you're my left-hand snail.
There we go. Right? Yeah. Then
Winks at Marley.
cleave the waves. And surf. Yeah. Left hand surfing.
So, my faithful compatriots, how we go about this, I leave to you. Do you wish to go after the supplies first, or maybe go and, well, give Captain Reef a visit and bring me her sword? Bring me her sword. Not your head.
Um,
I mean,
probably supplies. So
we
we're
might find
ready to go.
we might find something more useful than just food if we go and raid the ship first.
All right. Well, I will leave that to you three then. Take the boat. I will stay here and do a part of the plan that only I can do.
And that's
It's a secret plan, but it requires great magic for me to achieve my goals.
now. Can I roll insight to see if he's not just gonna sit here and lick himself?
Fucking absolutely. You can roll insight on the cat.
No, I'm using my inspiration on this. Well, no, I rolled a 1, didn't I?
You rolled a 1, yeah.
Yeah, reroll.
I can use halfling luck, can't I?
Yeah, you're all halflings. I don't think any of you can technically roll 1s. You can roll a 3, though.
Yeah.
I'm a small human.
I don't necessarily believe that he's going to do something important because I have no faith in him.
You can
But-
choose to use an inspiration if you want to reroll, though.
Sure. It's a waste of an inspiration, but like, it's funny. So, 13.
That's pretty good.
That was the DC. You look at him as you're reading him. It's one of those things like as you're reading the cat, like he knows you're reading him, and he just immediately kind of like fesses up. You must understand. I need the Crown of Storms in order to make Wave Cleaver break through the reef. But the Crown of Storms is only located in the Dreamlands, which I can only get to by taking a nap. So it's absolutely,
Enjoy your tongue bath.
absolutely
Yeah, man.
imperative that I take a nap right now.
Okay.
Enjoy your tongue bath. We'll just go get the supplies.
Ah, man. If you ever been to the dream world, it's fucking rad.
I don't
That
need to go
place
to a
is
dream
scary.
world when I've already got big dreams of my own.
Yeah, so every now and then you need to go to the dream world, experience those dreams, because yeah, otherwise we don't have them right now.
Blaine's already snoring.
No.
Just like a soaking wet, slightly drying Tressum curled up next to the fire in this fucking salty rock.
Anyway, where did he say this ship was located?
On the Southern Isles, and there's really only one Southern Isle anymore since the giant crab one is no longer there. So that would leave actually Bulwark. Corkbottle's not there anymore either. And Tektite is where the pirate town is located.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm ready when you guys are.
Alright, let's get a move on.
You gonna row again, man?
Sounds good. I
Hell
could use a
yeah.
workout this morning.
So how do you want to approach? Do you want to approach with speed, or do you want to approach with caution?
Well, we got to get there before the pirates do, right?
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Well, the only caution we need to show is some caution thrown to the wind. Let's get a move on. Hurry it on up.
All right, can I get perception checks from everyone, please?
Yep. Yep. Oh, hell yeah. The way to start.
Bradley has opened the third eye.
Well, of course he has. He's Bradley Coop.
Yeah.
He's nothing but third eye.
He has smoked so much he realizes he is but a snail on a digital board.
He's achieved Kim, but he doesn't care. He's good with it.
I hear voices, man.
They tell me
There's
the
one
whole thing.
narrator. What is this? Roll for perception.
I think he's breaking the fourth wall.
I think he's crazy.
The storm is still going on, but the reef breaks most of the waves, so you're sort of isolated in Shipgrave Reef from the brunt of it. So I'm not going to really make you roll for sailing. This kind of sailing is something you've been doing day to day for months. You're well acquainted with sailing these calm waters, exactly as Snaffle has predicted there. The boat is small, though, so it's literally like a makeshift open coffin that somebody has latched additional shit to make it sort of like a coffin platoon boat, like pontoon boat. And you guys are over there just like power fucking paddling this thing that's barely big enough to fit three of you and a cat. And as you're cresting these waves, bro, you're vibing. You specifically, Bradley Coop. You are fucking vibing. The cliffs are like beautiful and they're just dark black and they're crowned with these vibrant red spiky leaved plants. Everywhere you can just see those annoying little flowers that try to eat you when you get near them. The ones that get you really high, but they also, kind of try to kill you. You see them running around too and climbing the cliff faces. And you just hear this distant, like a hum, this distant tune that seems to just eke through the entire environment, and you're just kind of paddling in tune to that. Do you have a nature? Go and give me a nature check. If you have any other knowledge-ish skills, you think?
Oh, I'm very good at religion. Praise mom.
This isn't going to be in mom's religion, though.
What other things do I have? No, that's about it.
So go and give me a nature check.
I can help with nature.
Well, you don't even hear this.
I know.
You do have inspiration, and you can also add your d6 once per long rest from your strange memories.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you want to do any of those.
No, but thank you for the reminder.
All right, you're just kind of jamming to this song, but you just don't know.
Hell yeah, man!
Exactly
There's music on the waves.
But you can
sound
hear
of the ocean.
It makes it great. It's almost like a shanty with like how it's perfectly timed for your rowing. And then Marlene, you're the next one. You suddenly also start hearing this distant melodic sound that just needs a drum line, and the sound of the paddles like hitting the water. This is the perfect recourse for this melody. And then
Could
finally,
I try a nature check on that shit then?
You may.
12.
Would you like to use your past memories?
Yep, I'll do it. 17.
Alright, so you have 17. As you're listening to this song, it pulls upon the edges of your mind. Some fragment of forgotten memory buried in dozens of years, however old you may be, of snail life. That easy Mama Maddie's life you've come to love, only broken up by the occasional hardship. But these memories are something else. You pull these from a deeper place. And these are memories of fighting. These are memories of danger and violence. And it's from these memories that you pluck a single feather, a single kernel of truth. This is the song of a harpy. And you almost slipped right into it.
Boys, I think we might not be alone out here. I hear a harpy a coming.
Harpy. Aye.
You don't
That's
hear
some
that?
groovy music.
Yeah, that's groovy music of a harpy.
What's wrong with harpies anyways? They sound great.
Murder? Murdering us specifically?
Eh. I think you exaggerate. Not like everything doesn't try to kill us here anyways.
Yeah, that's the point. I don't want us to get killed.
So let's enjoy some of the music while we're at it.
You
Not
know
like
what?
music could be bad, right?
I can try and row faster.
Hell yeah, brother.
Like, are we heading towards it, or is it just nearby?
You're definitely heading towards it, because it was only when it got louder were you able to hear it, and that's as you continue to row.
We might either want to try to go around it or slow down and go under its notice.
I say we power on through. Just rock through it. Let him harp.
And what does
Fine.
Snaffle the tiebreaker think?
I'm just
Got a
gonna
real
keep
good
rowing.
beat going on right now.
I don't hear nothing, so I'm not worried about it.
Just keep that beat going, man.
Row, 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 row.
Row your boat. Not quite gently down the stream though. It's a little
Aggressively down the stream.
yeah.
All right, well, I'll just keep my bow on hand just in case I need to snap something out of the sky.
And the sky does begin to slowly become busier. That twilight, cloudy, storm-ridden sky is now broken up by the sounds of birds and chirping, seagulls diving into the starry shores, plucking up crabs and fish and whatever else they can get their greedy little beaks on.
I hate birds.
And they hate you too. Constantly,
Mm.
constantly you're shifting the pontoon, the coffin boat, as it were, to just dodge birds that are just getting a little too close. But you manage to endure their feathered tyranny. But you do start to see harpies. Most of them are sitting kind of fat and happy on like 50-foot cliff faces that sort of surround a large part of this island, Sentinel Island. There's not really patrolling. They either haven't noticed you or they're too busy with other things, because most of the seagulls, now that you're getting kind of in harpy territory, with your perception, I'm not going to make you roll again, but Brad, you can definitely tell that the things they're starting to pick out of the water are stopping to be natural. Now you're starting to see like packages of grain and like ship's biscuits and other stuff that are just kind of floating around getting picked at, and you realize that this wreck is nearby.
Hey, we found the supplies, man.
But it's also towards the harpies.
And harpies got there first. Ha! Well, looks like we're taking the song to them.
Should we get what we can and then follow them back to their nest?
I mean, if we get rid of the harpies, we can take more than just what we can get, can't we?
Everything. Load up this coffin boat till it's barely in the water. That sounds like a bad idea, huh? Yeah, well, fuck it. It'll be fun. I vote kill the harpies.
I also vote kill the harpies.
Or maybe we can convince them to go attack the pirates and let us just take everything.
Tell them there's a bigger haul over there.
Yeah. Can you imagine if they get, what was it, Wave Crasher for us? Man, that'd be something.
Then we just have to kill the harpies for Wave Crasher.
They could say 2 harpies, 1 stone. Nope. That sounds. Oh my god, no.
I believe the humans call that foot and mouth syndrome.
I don't have feet.
All right, well, let's go.
Right, it's harpy time.
All right, so as you're starting to approach, you begin to round a cliff and you come into a small cove. Sorry, my cat's being so dramatic. And in the midst of this cove, you could just see a flurry of birds, of crabs, of just every sort of feeder animal you can think of, just diving into the water, going after what resources a broken ship has, because in the midst of this cove, shattered in half with its forecastle sticking out towards the shore, the middle of it almost completely underwater, and the aft kind of just barely peeking above the waves. Next to all of these jagged tektite rocks. And yeah, you see harpies. Probably a dozen of them, but they're not all the same. There's differences to them, significant differences in size and shape.
That boat sure does look like it got an aft kicking.
Yeah.
I did you there.
Oh yeah, take your inspiration and shut up. Oh man. Yeah. But you also see you can go to the boat via the sea, but there also are shores. You can probably creep up onto the shores and maybe get closer on foot if you don't want to risk fighting in the coffin boat.
I will admit, I would do a lot better on dry land with my skill set.
I agree.
Yeah, probably. Oh man, we all agree on something.
Should we write this down?
I'm so proud of us.
I was gonna say, does this make us all Kalane's right-hand people? Snails?
He doesn't have any paws left, so I guess I'm out.
No, he's got
Yes.
back feet.
Yeah, you can be his right back paw. I don't fucking know.
Hey,
I'm his back up, so I guess that makes me a back paw.
you're pretty sharp. You could be a dewclaw.
What does that mean?
That's the thing they like hook onto things. The thing that's way up in their arms. Yeah.
I'm just happy to be included.
All right.
I'm a big bro.
If you'd be so kind as to give me a stealth check. Whoever, actually, all of you give it to me. If you have the ability to pilot a boat, you could also use that check instead. But I don't know if anybody actually does. No, we're just gonna all roll amazing instead. Okay.
Yeah, the lowest was a 20. Holy Christ.
You guys are always gonna be on stealth missions. Holy shit.
Just a little stealthy.
So yeah, you slip through the this little starlight cove in this perpetual twilight as birds are just diving. Everybody's so focused on all this gorging and feeding and gluttony that they just don't notice three little sneaky snails sliming their way across the beach. Pretty soon you're near the ship and you find a nice alcove for you to make something of a plan in. I'll go ahead and move us to the map so we can make that plan. Can you all see the battle map?
Yep.
Okay.
Boy.
Snaffle and Brad, can you see it as well?
Yep.
All right.
Oh.
As you can see, there are birds flying around. There's also harpies, a lot of them up around the cliffs. In the water, there are lots of bits of supplies, but these are loose supplies. You're looking for crates. And crates are probably going to be in the fore or the aft of the ship. Both of which are pretty close to crawling with harpies. The beaches in this little island are pretty small. This one's also kind of covered in bones, but these black cliff faces, these Tektite cliff faces here, are only about 50 feet at the tallest. So they are climbable, though they may take a couple of rounds for you to do so.
I'm wondering if I can use some of my illusion magic to draw them away.
Distract them, get them out of here. We can make a clean getaway.
Yeah, just a little silent image that'll pull their attention while we sneak into one of those two boat bits.
You are one smooth criminal.
I mean, either that or I don't mind being the bait.
Now we need your
Oh.
muscles.
Try to
man.
lure a couple of them over here.
We need your muscle. And it's a lot better when our bait isn't also our big brother.
Meh, that's what I'm here for.
You can be bait number 2. How's that sound?
Okay.
So
Totally
the
solid.
idea, cast
Clan Snapple.
silent. Yeah, let me look at silent image really fast. Concentration, you create an image of an object or creature or some other visible phenomenon that is longer than
Real quick,
that is no longer than.
I will point out to you guys, it is pretty dark. That's why I did go and put the map to night mode. So do keep in mind you will have to, because the halflings don't get dark vision. Or
Ooh,
at least you don't have them on your sheet, so I presume they don't.
they do not.
Nope.
Damn, should have been a dwarf. Well, maybe you can make an image close by, and I can grab whatever comes over here.
Not a bad idea. By the way, do y'all want to see the info for 2024's silent image real fast, just so that we're all on the same page with it?
Yeah, sure.
Here's the spell. I posted it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Do you call it Snailian image?
I
Yeah.
might have.
Fantastic.
So I could put, say, a large copy of One of Us, or just something kind of tasty looking here, or just anywhere, just to try
I
to
like
lure
it.
them in.
I like it.
So maybe just something to draw their attention, just something tasty looking, like maybe a giant dead crustacean with all of its nice dead crab meat sticking out, or something like that.
Did you put it like in a cage so it's hard to get at? Am I like,
Yeah,
how I do that? How do?
yeah. Not a bad idea, actually. Like, we'd probably have to put it somewhere. Like, I placed it down just because it gave me the marker, but I'm not sure where I'd place it yet. Maybe realistically. Oh, it's not letting me ping, is it?
There you go.
Yes,
It's
like,
moving now.
yeah, like that, like right there.
It won't let you move your own drawings, will it?
No.
Okay.
I can't remember.
It won't let me move the template, no.
Oh, if you do it from measurement controls, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
Or you should be fine. Maybe you're not.
No, it does not like me.
Okay. Well, poo on it then.
So you want
Well,
something tasty roughly right here? Where the green is?
uh, that might be in the way of us getting to the ship, though, wouldn't it?
It is kind of in the middle of that walkway. Here, I'll
Yeah. Maybe like
I'll put it back to day for a second, but when the combat starts, I'll put it back to night.
I was maybe it's got to be somewhere we can see, I think.
What about like right where you were at? Just move it over a couple feet.
Like right here? And then we just kill the
Yeah.
ones that are drawn to it?
Yeah.
That sounds fine to me. Yeah. We prepare an ambush.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like back over here. About like around here-ish.
And that's where you want it?
Yep.
Is that good? Or
Oh. Yeah. Oh, we lost.
Lost Ross.
hotel Wi-Fi is striking?
Yeah. Just prepare our ambush with snail and timage.
Alright, so basically like a bunch of like juicy food or something equally delicious.
Yeah. Just like the most enticing looking piece of carrion ever. Unless harpies don't eat carrion.
I like to think like as you're crafting it, it's looking far too much like one of Mama Maddie's like home cooked meals, and you have to like remind yourself to make it like disgusting and juicy and like fresh.
Yeah. For real, it trying to make it look too good, and then just like no. It's gotta look like a harpy would want to eat it.
All right. So suddenly, this great carcass just appears. This bestial carcass appears at a spot just conveniently right around the corner from where you're all lying in wait. And it sits there just looking so juicy for one moment. 2 moments. 3 moments. There is so much food that if you have like a prestidigitation or something that could add like a bit of smell to get like the extra attention, that might do it. But there's so much like just noise and chaos right now because it's kind of a feeding frenzy, that your carcass is sort of getting lost. It doesn't have a lot of attention yet. If you leave it longer, it may though. What's the duration on the
I
spell? Like 10 minutes or an hour?
It's 10 minutes.
Oh yeah,
I
this is
don't
we're
have
not even a minute in yet.
prestidigitation though. I don't have prestidigitation though, so if somebody else has a way of making it smell enticing.
I do not.
What about you, Snavel?
Absolutely not.
All right. So it's one of those
Is
moments where like you're just waiting patiently. Sooner or later, it's got to happen, right?
right?
Hey, fourth time's
Seems
the
like
charm. The minutes drag on, and your illusion is sitting there just looking beautiful, but you can almost feel the magic like slipping away. 1 minute slips into 2, and right as 3 is approaching, the smaller harpies nearby, these ones look more feathered, less humanoid than the other ones. They're larger cousins, but they turn towards this visual feast. The two on the bow over here. And they begin hopping and kind of ducking and like moving their head like side to side, almost like a bird, even though, you know, they're only bird-like. And you definitely have their attention. And one's even sort of like batting their wings, getting ready to take off. And then they're gonna fly. So you've attracted 2 of them.
nice.
Yep.
One's gonna be a little bit behind the others. Oops, accidentally hit reload. So this one next to the marker is on the ground. It flies over, flaps its wings, and just kind of lands lightly and begins like kind of tearing into the illusion, like biting at it, just seeming more animalistic than anything with a real thought process, as the other smaller harpy circles in the air above. But not too high up, only like about 10 feet or so.
Is it go
Wow.
time?
It's go time.
Okay. And Snaffle's gonna rage.
We'll settle that
I
in initiative real quick.
mm-hmm.
All right. Dear God, that's a lot of tokens.
Yeah, it really is.
Add the whole board
Holy
like
crap.
Hell yeah.
that. You guys will have advantage on your initiative, by the way.
Oh, shit. Okay. It won't let me roll again, I don't think.
Just roll a d20 and just tell me what it is manually, and if it's higher, I'll change it.
Okay.
Nope.
It's higher.
My first one was higher.
Yours is a 20 now, right?
Mm,
Yep. Why?
Oh, mine's higher too. Cool.
What did you get?
19.
Oh, that's good because it puts you above like 3 monsters.
Hell yeah.
Actually, I will go and just move you.
Okay, let's see how this computer handles this.
Yeah, it's not wanting to tie break, but okay. All right, I'm gonna hit begin combat. Let's see if let's see if your computer blows up.
I was like, what if I'm on Discord on my laptop and log into Foundry on my phone?
Oh no. All right. It's fitting that Marlene is the first one. Because Marlene, as this creature, falls for your trap, biting into this illusory carcass, teeth sinking through nothing but shadow, and not seeming to know or care. It's your
All right.
turn.
I am going to want to move so that it is in my line of sight. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and take a pot shot at it with my short bow. So an 18?
You have advantage.
Oh, yeah, let me. Yeah,
Yep.
still 18.
18 definitely hits for 11 damage. Does that include your sneak attack or no?
No, it does not. Let me find my sneak attack.
Oh, so you're
Dang.
on mag damage. You know what? Find your sneak attack, but don't worry about rolling it because 11's enough to kill this thing.
Alright.
Damn. All right.
Sneak attack is right here. So, it's. Yeah. If that's enough to kill it, instead of that, I'm going to go ahead and hide.
All right, go and make a stealth check.
18?
Okay. All right, so like immediately as this creature is just trying to dig in to this illusory meat, just flying out of nowhere comes that was a short bow, correct? So just an arrow
Yep.
stabbing this blood harpy in the side of the neck, immediately dropping it. The other harpy squawks, flying around as it is, and begins panicking, which is beginning to alert all the other harpies. And then that, of course, means
Death.
the dead. Okay, it's not the. This isn't the dead one. Okay. This setting. It's supposed to have a noise indicator, but anyway, this one that's freaking out and circling just kind of doesn't see you, but it knows where the bolt came from. Okay. So it is. These things are pretty hyper aggressive. So this thing just starts fucking flying towards where it saw the bolt came from, turns the corner, doesn't expect to see big fucking Snaffle there.
Hello.
Yeah, this Harvey's about to like Snaffle Crackle Pop. I tried. And seems panicked, but it's also like a, well, since you're here kind of panic. And just starts clawing into you, shrieking the entire time. You haven't been touched. Does a 17 hit you, sir?
It does.
Alright, so you take 5 points of damage. And let's see. Now, you don't have your maximum hit points anymore, so this thing is going to get Blood Frenzy. Blood Frenzy means that this creature has advantage on melee attack rolls against another creature that doesn't have all of its hit points, which is now you.
Okay.
So its first attack was a claw, its second attack is a bite. Has advantage on this. So that is a dirty 20 for another 5 damage.
Rude.
I know, look, I gotta get the damage I can while you're not raging, okay?
It's all good.
So yes, this thing just kind of dives, turns around the corner sleek-like, brings itself up as it's trying not to crash into Snaffle. Still kind of crashes into Snaffle anyway, clawing and biting and trying to get away before it pushes itself away. Meanwhile, Brad the hero, savior of
Right.
Saledom.
The Brad.
Let's see if I can do this real quick, because I don't
Brad
want
the
to spend
Chad.
too much time on the page.
Mhm.
Target 3 folks and cast Bless. Do I still have 3 folks targeted? It does. Perfect. Oh no, taking too long. I'm taking too long.
Oh my god, blast.
Hashtag bless.
All right. So everyone gets 1d4 to their, you know what Bless does.
Hell yeah.
Just like
Not
this
sure that
warm,
works.
comforting feeling settles around your shoulders, like mama putting a blanket over your shell when you're cold.
Yeah. Praise mom.
It's just all comforting, and you just feel like mom's holding you.
We got warm soup coming up after this.
Is there anything else
Ow.
Brad would like to do?
I don't believe he has any bonus actions, so no.
Alright, so he's just gonna stay there. Alright.
I was concentrating on the blessings.
Our stalker is gone, guys.
No.
Oh no. Alright, so this
Rip.
one is just gonna come over here. So you can hear the screeching. You can tell that the harpies are stirred up at the sudden burst of violence. More are swooping in immediately by the time Snaffle even gets a chance to rebut against the vicious attack from the harpy earlier. But now is your chance to rebut, Snaffle. It is your turn.
Yeah. So now Snaffle's gonna rage and go rar. And I'm gonna pull out my little stabby knives and go with the scimitar attack. Oh, it didn't
Hey.
roll.
Can you reckless with that or no?
Hang on. Yep.
Oh, sweet.
There we go. So 23 to attack for 7 base damage, and then we're gonna frenzy for 6 more damage. Did that add my rage damage, I wonder? It did not. So 15 damage in total.
Like,
Remember to bless.
this isn't a two-handed weapon, this is just a scimitar, which makes it all the more impressive as this thing is like trying to get away from you. Like, you bring your scimitar around and it just clocks this fucking harpy. It digs in, and you don't know if it's the hollow bones or just your own strength. But you cut through that thing with only varying degrees of increasing resistance that don't stop you before that one harpy is now 2 parts of the same harpy on the ground before you. Treaching,
Hey.
squawking, and dead.
Look, guys, I made chicken wings.
Good.
Harpy wings.
I made harpy wings. Harpy hand grasping at the sand. No. Alright, is there any
Yeah.
movement or anything else you would like to do so?
Nope, I'm gonna wait behind cover.
I do have the munchies.
Okay, this might be the one who's dead. Are you the dead one? You are the dead one. I really should set it to just remove dead combatants.
Is that a feature you can turn on or something you have to program?
It's a feature you can turn on. I just don't remember if the combat tracker has it or if the default settings have it. Or if both. Okay. So as you finish, these smaller harpies are just going to keep coming for you. I really wish it would let me draw a fucking... like a ruler as I did this, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because roll 20 does it. Oh well. These things move like 80 feet when they dash, so they're moving long distances on this map, so... Oh my god, an actual harpy. The song you've heard all this time, that melodic, baseless, though beautiful melody that you've been sort of adding the beat of your own drum to, it suddenly increases in intensity, drowning out the sound of the waves, the screeching of the smaller harpies, the chirping and screeching of the gulls and other birds as they feast on the ruins of this merchant vessel. That song reaches out to you. It digs into your brain like a worm. And if I can get wisdom saves from all three of you.
Okay, I get to re-roll that because it's 3.
So what's with the 2 natural ones this session?
I don't know. I'm a halfling, so.
Save up that good luck.
So 13 or 14.
Alright, so we have a 26, a 14, and a 4. Is that correct?
Correct.
Oh, so okay, this does actually full on like incapacitate you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it does incapacitate?
Yeah, I'm double checking it because this is the new harpy wording and not the old harpy wording. So it charms you, and the charm condition's a little different because now you can't like directly harm someone who's got you charmed. I can't remember. I think it might have been like that old edition too. But so you can't target this harpy or affect it with an AOE. But it says the target has the... Here, let me just... There we go. Okay, so you're basically incapacitated and you're just going to completely move towards the harpy through the nearest route until you snap out of it and you get the rolls at the end of your next turn.
So would that drop my rage then, since I'm quote unquote incapacitated? Or not because I'm not unconscious? Let me scroll back up to
Yeah, I was about to
rage
say,
real
what's
quick.
the exact wording of your rage?
That's what I was double checking. Let's see. The rage lasts until the end of your next turn, and it ends early if you don heavy armor or have the incapacitated condition.
Which you now do.
Yep.
Oh no, you got harpy songed. Okay. I wasn't expecting anybody to fail this. Nobody. It's like such a low DC. I'm so... I don't get to see people fail this very often, so I had to reread it.
All right. Well, in that case, can I use my inspiration to re-roll it?
After I wasted all that time seeing what I finally get to do to you.
No, I'm just kidding. Go for it. It's all good.
Do it.
You monster! Don't do that to me. So you guys watch as Snaffle kind of like he doesn't go limp, but it's like his muscles lose that tightness he had just a moment before. He just relaxes, arms hanging at the side, all fucking. How many eyes do you have?
Like 9?
All 9 of his eyes are just kind of like misty and cloudy, and you could kind of tell, like, oh no, something's not right. And you felt that hook in your own mind just a minute ago. You know that call, and it was so easy to give in. You almost did, Marlene, but you resisted through force of will. But you can see that your companion has not.
It's so pretty.
Oh boy, here we go.
Moved her a little too far. All right. On the plus side, you are immune to the calls of other harpies now.
Yeah, 'cause this one's so pretty.
It's perfect. Oh my god, this map is so big that it's taking these harpies like 2 rounds to get to you. That was
Probably a good thing right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like you get that round to prepare as you can see that inevitable wave. Oh. I got my harpies mixed up. Okay. For the rest of you, you have succeeded against the harpy call, so you're immune to it from that harpy for 24 hours, but you're not immune to it from the second harpy. So this other one, I need a wisdom save from the other 2 of you, please.
17.
Marlene's, now I am 25. Dude, you are stealing all the luck today, fucking Brad.
He's Brad. He's
Correct
made
wisdom,
of
man.
luck.
Praise Mama.
Yeah, something, man. Holy crap, you didn't even need the lucky feet.
Powering the channel. I do have the lucky feet, but I'm powering the power of
But
Mama
I said
Maddie.
you didn't even need it. Like, it's too much power in one reggae hat. Okay,
That's the
Yeah.
power of Brad, and that's the power of Mama Maddie.
Alright, you can hear the flapping of wings. You can see your companion, all 9 of his eyes drooping. And still that flesh remains so playfully rotting an illusion. But what are you going to do now that feathered vengeance is coming?
Whose turn is it?
It's Marlene's.
Ah.
Yeah. Just kind of surveying things. I'm gonna drop concentration on the illusion now since it served its purpose. So let me just go knock that off. Where the hell is it held? Oh, it's right here. Why did I roll that? That's not what I wanted. I wanted to break concentration. Thank you. Whatever. There we go. And the closest one is right here, right?
Absolutely, yes. I'm just going to remove corpses, if you guys don't mind.
Alright. So
Please.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I have a straight shot on that one. Let me make sure my short bow isn't gonna...
I think your short bow is going to be like 8320, so you should be fine.
Alright, cool. Did I pick short bows or short swords for my expertise? Because that will matter in a second. Features, I need weapon mastery. Doesn't look like I picked one yet. I'm just gonna... Hey, do y'all remember which one I picked? Did I pick short bows or short swords?
I'll be honest, I don't remember.
I don't remember.
You know what?
either. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with short bow then. Because it is my next turn, I get advantage on this attack.
Well, you have a barbarian and the cleric in front line, so you don't really need to be.
Yeah, exactly. And I can change it. I can change it on a long rest. But that's a 12, unfortunately.
Well, they have unfortunately an AC of 11.
Oh, so that's 10. That's 10 damage to the harpy.
Gotta love session
Right.
1 when you get to break out the CR 1/8 creatures.
We
AC
successfully
11,
hit-
9 HP, baby.
Well, I
Nice.
don't even get to use any of my sneak attack stuff because these things are just gonna die in one hit, right?
The other harpies won't, though. The big harpies won't, but the little ones will.
That's fine. If I move here, will I still be able to bonus action hide? Because I've used... How many feet did I move? 25, yeah. Let's see. You know what? I'll do it anyway. I'll just move back this way and try to hide. $15.
Alright. Kind of weird, because now we're in the situation where you're hiding from 3 of them.
Yep, that's fine though.
Yay, hide mechanics.
No, it just means I gotta find something to fucking say, hey. These people can't
Yep.
see you. I'm just gonna give them the hiding condition, even though we know they're not hiding. Alright, so yes, you pop out, immediately eviscerate another one of the harpies before just kind of snail tumbling back into the shadows. Sadly, as you press your shell against the wall, most of the harpies are still locking eyes on you. But there's a few who've lost sight. And maybe that'll be
That's
enough.
fine.
But meanwhile, what is Brad the Chad doing?
Oh, I forgot I had. Never mind.
Let me guess, advantage on Charmed or something.
No, bless.
Oh yeah, that would
It wouldn't have saved me on a 4, but still.
Yeah. $45, but that one's online. That's out of line of sight. It's out of line of sight because that one is
Oh, sorry, I
not
was
flying.
muted.
It's standing on the cliff right now.
Yeah, that was my question.
Yeah.
Cool. Holy shit, these guys are far away.
Pretty much the three that are currently hiding are being hidden. I'm sorry, that Marlene's hiding from. You can kind of just assume you're not going to be able to see them either unless you move.
Wait, they're hiding as well?
No, they're not hiding, but Marlene is hidden from them, so I gave them hiding markers.
Oh, okay.
I could tell them apart.
Gotcha. I'm gonna move forward. And, nope, I don't think I can do real shit from here. Okay. Could I have seen that guy? Whatever, if I had moved. Oh. Nope, can't do crap, so I'm gonna do dodge. I'm gonna just step forward and dodge.
All of your cantrips really long range or not short range.
60 feet is the maximum, yeah.
Oh yeah, because like I said, this is a big map.
Yeah. So
All right,
I'll be dodging.
You just kind of run out and I just like to imagine kind of like a turtle just into the shell.
Yeah.
just doing that solid snake like box walk. It's just obviously a shell. It's like, leave me alone, leave me alone.
My protection, man.
Alright, this one doesn't know where Marlene is. But I don't think it can reach anybody. So I can get there. What's the range on you? Offhand. Okay, it's 30 feet. Thank you. Okay. So I might snap our boy Snaggle out of it, because this harpy, like, kind of just swoops down over the side of the cliff. Like, is very surprised to see Marlene, because Marlene was very hidden from it. So we'll just say probably still doesn't, not even paying attention. It's swooping down actually towards Snaggle. And as it's swooping down, you could see it start to form magic in its hands. If you have a reaction, I don't know if they changed this in the new edition. So we're just gonna go by Xanathar's unless they address it. If you want to use a reaction, try to identify the spell. You may do so. I don't think anybody has to counter spell.
Nope.
Yeah, level 3.
Yeah.
I'll try to identify the spell, sure.
Yeah.
Bum.
You have advantage. Well, you don't need it, but you would have advantage because it's on your. No, it's not on your. It's not on your spell list. Actually, it's a. Oh yeah, it's a cantrip. It's Thorn Whip.
Okay. Also, how does a cleric have fucking +7 to Arcana, baby? New cleric 2024 rules just dropped. They're hot. Okay.
I got the best Arcana. As this magic.
Yeah, which is funny. It's funny because I have proficiency in Arcana, and yours is still better than mine until the next time I get expertise.
My religion is +9.
Dang.
That's where my sleight of hand and stealth are. Let's go.
I gotta remember to bring in that the skill checks more often and now, especially because they try and change it up on some.
Yeah, you can add your wisdom and your intelligence and proficiency to religion and Arcana for clerics now.
Oh, that's so good. So yeah, as the spell goes off, a mystic sigil is drawn into the air, and from this sigil bursts forth a vine of thorns, brightly colored flowers, and hate. It wraps around you, Snaggle, rips you 10 feet towards the harpy. A 20 hits. It deals 2 points of damage. And then it's going to pull you 10 feet into the air and going to drop you for another d6. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't like that tactic when my players use it, so I won't use it on you.
Okie dokie.
Alright, Snaggle. I don't believe damage.
I just got damaged, so I need to roll my wisdom save.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, because I'm not entirely sure if damage gives you another save, or if it's just at the end of your turn. I think it does.
Whenever it takes damage, yes.
Yeah, so go.
Oh wait, whenever you take damage from a source other than the harpy.
This was a different harpy, so yeah.
Okay, cool. Wisdom save.
Remember your bless.
Yeah, bless
8
actually matters now.
Okay, roll the 1d4.
Remember, I think you have your 1d6 per day too.
That's 4 skill checks. 10.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you failed.
Okay.
Is that your inspiration?
I do technically,
the
but I didn't call it out.
11. So. Well, inspiration can more specifically be used after the fact now, I think. I think it's actually a reroll, just a flat reroll now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so you can reroll if you want. You want to use your inspiration?
Yeah, why not? See if I can get out of here. Click. Wisdom. Oh, are you kidding me? Ah,
Now here's the
Even
real
worse.
question.
That hurts.
This is the question for the rules lawyers out there. Do we reroll the bless in this new edition or not?
No. It's
No.
just the reroll of the d20.
Yeah. But you are the dungeon master.
You rolled a 10 into a 10.
Ouch.
Yeah. 10. So okay, yeah. You're still hypnotized. And then during this turn, you're going to move towards. Bro, you're climbing a cliff because you can't see. You can't currently see the harpy you're infatuated with, but you know where they're at.
okie dokie.
You're just
I
gonna.
gotta find the song.
You're just gonna move north.
So just up the cliff face that I'm next to.
Yeah.
All right. We'll say that. Up. Why won't it do things? There we go. We'll just say that I'm climbing right there, slowly.
Okay. Make a save at the end of your turn now.
Okie dokie.
Thank God.
I'm free. I'm free.
You're like climbing. You're like 15 feet up on this cliff or some shit. Like, and immediately, like, you just kind of snap out of it. And then you realize what you've done. You realize that you're not where you're supposed to be. Like, you're bleeding even more now. And worst of all, you're not angry anymore. And that makes you so angry.
Pretty much.
Oh, look, more flying towards the crew. Flying towards the talent, as it were.
Oh.
They can dash for 16 squares. So much movement. Note to self, don't make the maps this big next time.
All that just to get within range of a short bow.
I wanted to give the ranged guys, like, chances, you know?
Oh, 100%. No, I get it.
I miss my Eldritch Blast.
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 So anyway, I started blasting.
Blast. Blast.
So, this harpy flies over the top of the cliff face, still singing her song. Points her clawed hands down. And this one, more so than the others, you can see bits of, like, bright pink and teal at the edges of her feathers, as well as under her flesh what looks like constellations and star stuff for a little bit. You remember kind of seeing this on the wild animals here and there. You know that they're ether touched, which is probably why they have the magic stuff that they don't normally have. And it's just because of the ether that makes up the sea of this place and the strange stuff it does. And this harpy calls on that ether. It's going to cast Magic Missile at the party. Now, it's not going to really focus on Marlene. Marlene is, you know, looking a lot like a cliff face right now. So it's going to go 2 bolts to one of you, 1 bolt to the other. Let's see. You know what? I think I'm going to have the cleric just take 2. I'm just going to arbitrarily decide that. So these are going to be d4 plus 1. Alright, so every missile does 3 damage. So that would be 6 damage to the force damage to the cleric, unless you shield, obviously. And then this will be 3 force damage to the barbarian.
You want me to make
Okie dokie.
I was about to say, does
1 or 2 concentration checks?
we'll just do 1 for now. I like to I treat magic missile, if you have multiple missiles, as just 1 implementation of the damage.
Okay.
Because I don't like the like also instant like killing of like PCs and stuff with it as well.
Yeah, I mean it's simultaneous damage, but they're multiple missiles. I say it's up to DM interpretation for how that works. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So missiles go down, like you're getting thorn whipped. They're getting closer and closer. Closer and closer. They're starting to circle you now. The birds are getting excited. You could even see vultures nearby starting to poke their heads out because they know that the feast is about to begin. Now, whether or not that feast is you or them, well, we'll see. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
The movement can be frustrating. I also realize I've accidentally put some of them in a line. I may regret that. We will see. And the other harpy, the other ether touched harpy, is likewise also going to begin casting magic, and it's going to send 2 bolts into Snaffle and 1 bolt into Brad. Let's see.
So 2 magic missiles and 1 thorn whip. Okay.
The little harpies have thorn whip. The actual harpies have magic missiles.
Okay.
Little harpies aren't high enough CR to get leveled spells, while the harpies are CR1, so they can get they can get magic missile at will. If I think.
Magic missile at will.
Yeah, they could get like a low level at will spell. Yeah. Just imagine if they were smart and just forever kited. I rolled 4, so that's 3 plus 1. That's going to be 4 to. I immediately wanted to call you Chad now. Brad the Chad, and it's going to be 8 force to our lovely barbarian.
Okie dokie.
Do you actually cut force with your current barbarian build or no?
Nope.
I know that they changed a lot of that. All right, round 3.
Force is no longer
Okay.
resisted even by Totem Barb.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So I say magic missile is still force, right? I didn't even check that. I just assumed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's still force.
Okay. I was gonna feel real bad.
Honestly, I'm just standing here. Do I still have Vex since I used it last turn? Mastery, if you hit a creature with this weapon and deal damage to the creature, you have advantage on your next attack roll against that creature before the end of your next turn. I would still have Vex, wouldn't I? Because I did damage last turn.
Is that creature still alive?
Uh,
I think it says you have an advantage on that creature.
Yeah.
oh, no, that creature is not alive. So I'm going to target this motherfucker. I am not going to use steady aim. Well, actually, no, there's no point in trying to stealth with all of these harpies around, so I will use steady aim.
Remember your
Get
base.
it.
Yep. So that's 6.
Okay, I actually do need the sneak attack damage because they have 9 HP.
Alright, now let me... Sneak attack is at level 3, 2d6.
Nice.
So that's an extra 5.
Oh shit! So that's 11.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just another bow shot, just kind of right into the freaking center mass of this one, sending the harpy flying, pinning it into the nearby wall where it struggles meekly before passing on.
Alright. 10, 15, 20. And then I'm just going to move 25 feet down this way. Just to kind of put more distance in between. And that's Damn it. Marnie is a different character. Marlene.
I just picture Marlene running down the beach or sliming down the beach like Serpentine. Like, zigzag, zigzag. So you put distance. Meanwhile, after being hit by 3 magic missiles in total.
No fun, man. How high is this cliff right here?
That one's like 10 feet.
Okay. And how far am I? So I can scale it.
It would be difficult terrain for you to scale it, but you know.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, whatever. Then I will... I think I can move...
It would just be 20, like 30 foot of movement would put you up next to Snaggle, basically. Or Snaffle.
Can I move there into that little crevice there? How high are these folks?
Oh, those are all, that one with the... That one to your right is about 15 from you, because it's only 5 feet above the ground there, and that one is about 10 feet off of you. 10 feet above you. Same thing with the one south of you. They're pretty low to the ground.
This will hit all of them, then. Where are you? Where's my
God,
channel?
he's emanating, isn't he?
Alright,
he's
well, it's not an
channeling.
emanation. Let's see. Does it actually do the thing? Oh, well, I didn't know it was this big, but then I'd move over there.
How big is it?
Can I even get there? I was here. I can get there. Yeah, I can get to the center then. What?
Alright, that's
There we
12
go.
damage. It's a save, right? 15?
It is a save. Constitution saving throw, 15. Yeah. 12 damage is pretty poor.
Okay, let's see. These creatures' cons. They get a whole +0 to this. Your DC is 15, and the highest I rolled was a 14, so we're just going to say they all fail.
Yar, fantastic. Boom. Light cleric, go boom.
Light cleric, so good. Light cleric based.
Someone actually posted a meme in my IRL group. What did it say? When they're a clerk, but they're not a healer clerk, and I was like, me right now, blessing booms.
Yeah, exactly. I love light clerics, dude. They do so much damage.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, like,
boom, boom.
all of the small clerics, you just kind of slime your way out into the fucking beach, like, just kind of cruising over like human remains, like rotting kelp and other discarded refuse. Right then, you just explode with the loving radiance of apparently 1,000 burning suns, or hugs if you're friendly. And just immediately all of these harpies kind of stop and cover their eyes and are just blown away by the shining light, leaving only dust and feathers slowly drifting to the ground. And
Praise be to Mother.
Welcome to Mama's Love, y'all.
we got the best
And
hugs.
then,
Leaving only the 2 final harpies
yep.
remaining.
All right, and then I will target.
Oh wait, there's
Where
more.
is my? There is more. Where's healing word? Where are you? Healing word on the big boy. There you go, 10 health, my bro.
Thanks, man.
Look at that beefy ass healing word.
Yeah, it's doubled now.
Rolling 2 dice at level 1.
Yep.
I love it. I'm so glad that they buffed healers.
I feel like just back in my day, we rolled 1 dice uphill both ways in the snow.
And we liked it. No, we didn't.
No, we hated it. We so. All right. So yeah, just the warmth of Maddie flowing through both enemy and ally alike. Meanwhile, standing on a platform surrounded in the golden radiance of a hug. Devoid of all enemies.
Uh-oh.
Immediately nearby you.
Yeah.
I don't think the computer liked Mother's Love very much.
Oh, what happened happened to the computer?
Computer shut down.
Uh-oh.
God, that's awful.
The computer's like, I know when I'm getting love bombed. I am leaving.
This is a toxic environment. I just cannot be here.
Do you need a moment?
Not my computer.
Oh, was it Brett?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was just reading what he put in the chat.
I missed. I was scrolled up a little bit and I missed it. All right. Well, we'll go and just keep going because we only really got just a little bit left here. All right. So, Snaffle. Yeah, you have the two harpies circling up in the air above you. As the sound of waves and the smell of rot and food fill the air. What are you doing, my friend?
Well, I can basically get to that surface and... Oh, wait, I see a board. I can get to there. If I dash. Dashy dash.
Hey,
Man, that's all I got.
welcome back.
You immediately uncover the puzzles of the map and begin running up the cliff using the various paths given to you that will eventually lead north to this harpy that only moments ago had magically seduced you somehow. Let's see. So
Her
you're
voice
dashing?
was pretty.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Maybe he's just a sucker for a pretty voice.
Oh, he's a sucker, all right.
Oh.
Rude.
So this harpy is going to just kind of flutter over there, and as she's flying, turns her body to the side and immediately begins drawing sigils of magic into the air, sending another magic missile, but one at every member of the group, so you'll each be taking one missile for 4 points of damage. As it's
Rude.
beginning to descend farther and farther down towards the group. Actually can't reach you. Otherwise, I might have just dive bombed you. But what this harpy is going to do, it's going to go in on you. Like, it's clearly jumping off the cliff, flapping its wings. Its eyes are just locked on you, Snaffle. Raises her hands, casts a spell. All 3 bolts going towards you. Each one... Dude, like, I don't know why I keep fucking... Like, look. So that's a 3, so you're going to take 9 points of force damage? Or, sorry, 12 points of force damage. But also my last
Ow.
one, like, I'll reveal to everyone. My last one's a 3 too. I'm very consistent with the 3s, apparently.
3.
Oh, you
Goofies.
lose concentration on Bless?
You're muted, by the way.
Do I use my inspiration?
Yes.
Fuck. Yeah, let's do it.
Fuck yeah. God.
What a stud.
There we
A
go.
5
Okay.
into a 6. The only way that would have been funnier is if, like, it somehow equaled 12.
It was close.
Yeah, we got to 11, but we weren't quite there.
New campaign, new magic number.
So yeah, Bradley, you fucking retain your hold on the spell, but this Harpy does send 12 points of damage into Snaffle. Meanwhile, Marlene, you can see that your Bradley's getting dive bombed on one side. Snaffle's getting dive bombed on another. You seem to be left alone for now.
Well, that was dumb because I have a bow,
They're harpies.
And
They're
I'm-
not smart.
and I'm going to go ahead and use again, cunning action, or not cunning action, steady aim.
Mm-hmm.
14.
14 hits, yeah.
All right, so it's 11, and then here's the 2d6s, 18 damage.
First of all, rude.
Nah.
Second of all, I did kind of start it.
Did I one-shot your harpy?
No. But
Oh.
you fucking chunked the shit out of it, though. Like, this harpy's flying. Like, it sends one, like, magic missile bolt out to everyone. Like, it's got the ether flowing through it. It's so in tune with the ethereal expanse. And as it's forming this raw magic and just flinging it, this harpy gets so, like, almost euphoric, as if it's getting high off just using this raw, unfiltered power. And then just a little fucking arrow comes. Just fucking out of nowhere. Just 1 minute, like, ultimate cosmic. Next minute, I'm bleeding
Phew.
everywhere. And this
I
harpy
also have
just...
Vex on that creature?
No. It's got more than 18 hit points.
No, I have Vex, meaning I get advantage on it next turn, and I don't need to do steady aim.
Yeah, so I'll get that dead button. I'll get that dead button ready.
Also, did I get hit with the magic missile?
You did, yeah. It was for 4.
Alright, so I'm at... Not bad at all. I'm still looking amazing, actually. Let's go. That's my turn.
Let's not look at the barbarian. And then, yeah,
I'm
like
doing
this,
my job. I'm happy.
this little arrow comes out, just fucking almost rips this fucking harpy in half, and it's fluttering, screeching, wailing in pain. Meanwhile, the Glow Man. Are you present? You are muted, Mr. Bradley Coop.
Okay, I am looking to see how far away are they from me. Can I see them as well?
You can see all of them. As for how far, the closest one is 50 feet away from you, and about 15 feet up in the air. The other one is actually out of line of sight. Because it's down on a cliff. Hey, hold on, it is up in the air about 10 feet, so... I'll say you can barely see it, but it'll have like half cover or 3/4 cover.
I don't see it. Where is it on the map? Oh,
It's just
here?
north. Yeah, because
And then
once
here.
you got to draw a line to that cliff face, and then you kind of draw the line from the cliff face of the harpy. So just because
Yeah.
of angles, like, it's kind of weird.
All right,
Also,
I am-
you can see, like, this harpy on the north will get half cover, but the other one won't.
Okay, which one got plinked by Marlene?
The one over the boat.
The one over the boat who's bleeding fucking everywhere right now.
Okay. Let's take a Toll the Dead.
What is that, a will save still?
Did I roll max damage? I did. I hope it fails.
Helly.
Well, first of all, that used your wisdom save, not mine.
That's odd.
Well, I had it roll, but it's yeah, I don't know why. Because I know harpies don't get +7 to wisdom. I did roll an 18 though. 18 plus 0, so I got an 18. You know what?
No.
I'll be nice. I'll reroll it.
Yay!
I got a 7. 'Cause I was about to say there were times I think I've asked you guys to reroll that shit. So let's hopefully have that roll too. Yeah. So how much damage? Was
Don't be
that?
stealing Maddie's good graces from me. okay?
Marlene's. Oh, Matt, you good? Okay, I was like, what?
Yeah. 12 damage.
So immediately, like this fucking harpy just gets shot. Now it's rattling, feathers are going everywhere. It's squawking like a plucked chicken, as it like you could just see it's alive but barely, like barely,
Okay.
and it's
let's see.
immediately like turning around to flee. Like it's fucking done. It's like all of the little harpies are gone. It's almost fucking dead. It's like I'm out.
I'm gonna try to duck around behind there, and that will be turn.
All right, all right, Snaffle.
Hello, I coming to get you.
Creature is about 10 feet up in the air. I said so. You can just run and jump and hit it. It's fine.
Perfect. And I go whack.
Remember your
Has
dice.
more than one item. Rude.
You don't need blast. They have an AC of 11.
All right, so that'd be 21 for 8 plus frenzy. So 15 damage.
We're so good
And
at
then-
D&D,
Why does Frenzy
boys.
say 9?
Because I roll 2d6.
Okay, but you did more than 6 damage, right? That doesn't add your rage. So you did
Yeah, I
6
did
is
6.
15 plus. So you did like 17, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And then I get my offhand attack because of Nick. So this one will be
Yay.
minus my whatchamacallit. So 24, 4 damage. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
sorry, 6 damage.
Rage, yeah. So you did
So 6
23
more.
damage.
Yeah, 23 damage.
Nice.
I think they added bloodied condition back, didn't they?
Correct.
Yeah.
So once it hits like half health or something like that.
Yeah, these things don't have any bloodied triggers, but they are most certainly bloodied.
Yay.
So are you.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you're just like fucking hammering into this thing with your fucking knives. And it's just screeching. It's like clawing at you, desperately trying to like get away, realizing too late that it didn't put quite enough distance between you and it, and it's very much regretting that with its life right now. Is there anything else you would like to do, sir?
Unfortunately, that's all I can do.
All right. This harpy is just going to basically. Let's see. This one's just going to claw and scratch at you. Just trying desperately to get away. What is your armor class, sir?
It's 15.
Okay. You don't have anything to, like, reduce a hit, do you?
Nope, just rage to reduce damage.
And reduce damage you do, because I rolled garbage. I rolled a 1 and a 2, which means you take 2 points of damage.
Yay.
Hooray.
I'm doing my job.
Yay!
Did you reckless?
Yes.
Okay, let me just in case, it might be a crit.
Don't say that.
It could be. You take another 3 damage, so you've taken 5 from my
Okie
slightly
dokie.
juiced up harpies. This one going to run away. It's dashing. It's just like it's muttering all the time in like its own like squawky little language. Like you can hear bits and pieces of just various other kind of languages in it, like little bits of common, goblin, just all kinds of weird like weird, almost made up shit, as it just grumbles and flies away from its prize. This thing is gonna fly 80 feet. All right, Marlene.
Well, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That thing is about 125 feet. So with Vex, this would be a flat roll instead of advantage, right?
Yes.
Good, because I'm not letting that thing leave. 12?
Its AC is 11.
Alright, so that's 9 plus 4, 13 damage.
Alright, I don't know how much health this has left.
One sneak attack, right? Oh, yep, there it is.
Yep.
Oh.
So what's the 13 damage? I'm going to right click on it. Does this thing have 13 health? At 8. So how do you end this harpy?
She's watching it fly away, realizes she could probably still hit this shot. Aims upwind a bit, takes the shot, shoots it through the wing, and then watches it plummet into the ocean to drown. Because Marlene is not taking this shit.
Marlene is so tired of this fucking harpy. Like,
Yep.
yeah, it just hits it, finishes the job the other arrows did, and this rattled, arrow-ridden, slightly singed murder chicken just tumbles end over end, head over talons, into the starry depths and the unknown that's waiting for it. Is there anything else you would like to do, Marlene?
I was considering dashing, but I don't think I could get up here. Or I don't think I can get visual on this harpy up here, can I, for next turn?
You actually have visual on it now. You're far enough back.
Alright, well then that's my turn.
Right then.
I don't really
Brad the Chad. He just move over next to Marlene. You might be muted, by the way. He's definitely muted.
I am definitely muted. Hey, can you see the thing? And then, yep. All right.
Yeah, you could definitely see the thing.
3 damage coming its way if it fails.
that's so low.
Love it.
Is this 120? I thought
Huh?
so. This is 120, right? Or is it 60? Because
Oh,
you're
it's
7.
60.
You can still see it. If
Oh,
you moved
no.
10 feet. You're fine. You'd still
Okay.
see it if you moved up 10. All right.
Just pop over here. Yeah, there we go. It's 60 feet.
Ha! Yeah, okay. It was bound to happen.
Not 20?
Let's see how this. Let's still look what I rolled as the harpy on the wisdom save.
Oh. Yeah, it was
See,
taking that 3 damage.
You take that 3 damage.
if only it was enough to kill it, it would be so perfect.
Yep, but it wasn't. Low level cantrips.
Low level cantrips, indeed. Yeah, as this thing is just clawing into poor Snaffle, just it gets rattled again, just feathers going everywhere. Snaffle, with a mix of the harpy blood, your blood, and slime, and all the feathers falling off, you're looking like a tarred fucking... Like, you're looking like somebody took you to Town Square and tarred and feathered you, almost. Like, it's pretty bad. But it's also your turn, and you're still angry about it. I'm sorry, I don't know if you're actually done.
I'm good.
I figured it was one harpy, it's almost gone, so I figured, alright. Snaffle.
Let's see if we can get rid of the little fella. 19.
Okay, you deal 7 damage to it. Go and roll your... Are you going to use your frenzy?
Frenzy.
Oh, okay,
So,
I see. I missed the
21
7.
damage.
So, oh god, that frenzy's so nice.
Yeah, imagine if you crit, 'cause I think you get to double that roll too.
They got rid of the exhaustion BS too, didn't they?
Yep.
So it's 19
Yeah, they sure
damage. It had 12 hit points. Go ahead and describe how you killed the harpy.
I imagine that Snaffle not liking that it's kind of floating, kind of throws his little hand up there to grab a foot and just hacks the leg off.
Harpy legs.
I forgot to turn off.
Gotta need some legs for the wings.
So yeah, like you just jump up and cut off one of its legs, and it flies away like screeching and harping, just showering just blood and viscera everywhere. And then about 10, 20 feet, it just crashes, where like a fish out of water, it just kind of flops around, and then the harpy fades away into just a corpse. To
Well,
just
if nothing else, we
parts.
now have some food.
Like the nicest version of your Sprawl character. It's like, it's not cannibalism, it's not a snail.
Exactly.
Doing all right up there, brother?
I've been better.
Well, come on back down here. We'll see if we can't patch you up a little bit.
Okay. Didn't.
That was a lot of harpies, man. Holy moly. But hey, I don't suppose the pirates raided the entire place while we were here dealing with the harpies, eh? So it means we got it. Beat them to it.
Well, we should be
Alright.
quick before they get here.
That's true. I'm glad we got you, big guy.
Well, someone's got to keep you all out of trouble.
I mean, you ain't doing so good at the keeping us out of trouble part, but
Yeah, we're all
Couple
alive.
licks.
Close enough.
why did I type that? What?
I'm talking through
Oh.
Raz, apparently.
Oh no! Oh no!
Somebody
It
said
says
like that was a
Raz
lot of
and then Game
harpies.
Master.
So actually, like that's what the actual encounter was. Like,
Mhm.
curious.
Also, I think that kill wise, I think it goes Marlene, then Bradley, then Snaffle.
Killed like 4 in one hit.
Yeah, which was kind of poggers. So
I think
you
that
know.
was it, though, so.
I only killed 2, so you got me beat.
I got a bunch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go. So we got loot to get, supplies to pilfer, maybe a lifeboat to find so that we can have something to tug it along with.
What are we talking?
The
Loot?
boat and raft back.
Oh, right. Sorry, I phased out. there
Hopefully
for a
there's
moment.
some good planks or something that we can tow it behind us, because room's a little tight as it is.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, that's true.
Now that the harpies are dead, and you've taken your leisure, you tried to get here as fast as you can. Go ahead and give me an investigation. Like, clearly you're going to get a lot of the obvious stuff, but for some reason, for certain things, I still need an investigation check. We're gonna say this is, we're gonna treat this as like a group check, pretty much.
Uh-oh.
We're all gonna
We're all-
roll.
Super smart. Oh my gosh.
If Snaffle can pass, you can pass.
Hey. Spoke
I-
too soon.
I'm a
beg-
liar.
I beg to differ.
Oh no.
As I
Don't
said
forget about
earlier,
your memories of
Bradley's,
the past.
very, very distracted right now.
Yeah, you
He's
could
like,
you could use memories of the
"Ah."
past for this if you want.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm good. I'll stick with the 6. It seems in character. He's looking for smokes.
All right, you go digging through what remains of the vessel, and you find mostly trade goods. Now you can prioritize what you would like to take, but there are enough supplies to last about 2 months for a small group of people that you've managed to scavenge from the dry places onto the ship. With this food also goes barrels for water, pretty much everything you would need to survive a short journey. Longer journeys, well, I don't think any of you are really knowledgeable in land or sea navigation, so probably not too far.
Nope.
As for the investigations, well, it was a successful group check.
Yay.
I'm glad I didn't sink it.
There is that moment when like Brad is like going through the freaking like magazine, just like fucking you just like where's Brad, and like you just hear like him lighting up, and then you open the door to like a closet, and it's just Brad chilling on a barrel, and then you look behind him, and every single one is like barrels of gunpowder.
He got distracted by a nice new pipe.
Yeah, man. Who knew that pirates had such style? Look at the curve. It's like my shell, dude. My pipe shell. Ooh, could you imagine?
Snail
Filling your
pipe.
entire shell? Yeah. Filling your entire shell with smoke? That'd be pretty rad.
Don't you do that all the time?
No, it leaks out. You find a way to seal it up, keep it in. I could just block the door. Oh, man. Marlene, you're brilliant.
All right. So
That's
I'm gonna
cool.
tell you what you find, and I'll have you guys
Yay.
write it down. I'm not gonna write the supplies and stuff, the plot stuff. You don't really gotta write down. We know you got that just by succeeding. So in the captain's quarters, you find his maps, his compass. You also find his lockbox. He had more of that gold stuff you were given to come here. It said 70 pieces of gold. Yeah, I'll just. It's 70 pieces of gold, 800 pieces of silver. You also have a bolt of midnight silk and gold investments.
All right. Who's writing this down?
Me.
Sweet.
Can I open the lockbox, or did that just have the money in it?
Oh, it's the lockbox isn't really much of a challenge for you, to be honest.
Okay.
Like it's kind of crashed. Like you've got plenty of time. You're not under stress. Like
Himbo's like, please don't make me look bad with a skill with sleight of hand. Thieves' tools. Please don't.
please don't do this. I'm trying to find my freaking. Where did it go? I had a loot thing written out, but I can't seem to freaking find it. Okay, well, fuck it. I will improvise. So you have like I say, you got the midnight smelt, the gold investments. You also were supposed to get 2 magic items. I did not write them down. I thought I did apparently, but we're gonna say it's a +1 scimitar, and it's a stone of good luck.
Ooh, Stone of Good Luck.
Which this party fucking doesn't need.
2 halflings and I don't know. Apparently, my luck is not 12s for right now.
Do you need the Stone of Luck?
Probably.
Bradley gets the Stone of Luck.
Hey.
And we all know who the scimitar is going to.
Yeah, you wanted it,
Yeah.
right?
Nah, it's
Man,
all
know how
yours.
you like to get it up close and personal when you're pissed.
Nah, it's all yours.
Okie doke. Thank you.
We're going to say it takes you several hours to sort of scavenge this ship. During this time, some predators, some scavengers will come and sort of pick at the edges of your claim. But these are like beasts, other harpies, dim-witted creatures that you chase off. This is your claim. In addition to all of that loot, you find an actual, what looked to have been a boat. You don't know if it's a lifeboat or something to move goods, but it's a sturdy boat that is much better than a coffin. It is a rowboat. Big enough for 6 people to row. And 1 person to steer. And 1 person to lead.
Beautiful.
You could probably guess who's going to take the leading part.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
A hotel
Oh no.
Wi-Fi, man.
Right? For real.
It's like that Chuck E. Cheese Wi-Fi.
Welcome back.
All right, Brad, you are muted again, by the way. So, Brad, you got the boat as well. I don't know if you were here. You found the lifeboat.
Nope.
It's like there's enough for somebody to pilot, somebody to steer, and 6 people to row. And then the joke was made that you could probably guess who's going to try to be the guy who pilots.
Yeah, man, me. Just follow the stars.
Takes you several hours during this time. Like I said, some people pick at the edge. It's mostly harpies and other like scavengers, but nobody really comes and bugs you. It seems like you might be the only ones who knew of this. So fresh was it? But you have everything you came for. So, what's the move now?
We take it back to our hidey hole.
See how
And I need a nap.
Kylane's Dream Quest went. What was it? Helmet of Storms or something?
Yeah, I'm sure his tongue bath went fine.
I want him to see him wear a helmet when we get back. That'd be cool.
Alright, so we all jump in our boat, and I presume fill it up as much as we can with the loot that we've gathered. And new boat in hand. Are you just going to pull the coffin boat behind the new boat, basically? You could probably just do that, just some rope.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then with the new boat in hand, you begin making your way back to the hideout. That would probably be an ideal place to pause. I could just reintroduce you to, Kalane again, and explain the next leg that he wants you to do. But I know we're having Wi-Fi issues. We've only really got half an hour left anyway, so what do you guys
Computer
think?
overheating issues.
Yeah, so it's computer overheating issues.
Yeah.
So it might be best to wait until...
Apologies.
No, it's fine.
No, you're
It's
fine.
cool, man. I'm just glad we're all here. Does that sound like a place? Is that a good place to pause? Do we all like kind of agree?
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Let's
right.
take this
19th.
time to.
Fabada. I don't think I'll be able to make the 19th.
No.